Alright, recording has started. I have some time to play some Helldivers. I just finished spraying my bathroom with an insect barrier spray because I apparently have ants in my bathroom. And now I'm playing with a spider in the ceiling above my head, so let's see how calm I can remain.
We have managed to break.
Let's see if anyone's playing. Hard as hell illuminates. I don't know what I want to do. I often do difficulty 6 for many things. I feel very comfortable with it. Just so I can really practice on my basics, on my mechanics. I feel like 7... I don't know. It's Saturday. Whatever. Who cares?
Hellport launch sequence initiated. Crew to stations.
Okay.
I repeat, crew to stations.
So in my head, how would I run this through? Feel inclined to do mines first. Call on the sniffer. Use the sniffer, and then finally, if I'm bringing a secondary weapon, I would call that in. So let's do that. I'm against the bugs. Shotguns don't really make sense. The Punisher can work. The Double Freedom actually does work pretty well with the fire debuff. The Breaker's no good really. I don't even think the laser shotgun's very good, in my opinion. What do I feel like even doing? I have to have a way to actually kill it. You know, I've done the arcs before. They're not terrible. I can try out the Justice. I'm going to need anti-tank because it's difficulty 6. Anything above difficulty 4 for the bugs would have tanks. Difficulty 4 only has tank bugs when if there's 4 players. If there's anything less than 4, tank bugs do not spawn, I believe. So, you know, I could just do a couple eats. And then I could also do like one set of mines. I could do that.
Commencing mission.
You could argue it's also probably wasteful to call in an eat stratagem, being that there'll be 2 of them and then I'm only 1 player. But I could also call one down upon reaching an objective, and then that would increase my chance of using both of them if a patrol were to go off and alarm other units. That spider is hanging off of a piece of thread, or like a piece of web now, above my head, which is kind of scary. It's important for me to kill the patrols quick because I do not have anti-tank. I'll pick up this sample for no reason whatsoever. I also did not bring a friend. I did not bring a turret. I did not bring a guard dog.
Dropping equipment.
So I have to be mindful of that as well. I won't be having any help unless someone joins.
Reload!
I'm going to reload before I pick up the sniffer. I think I want to just detect the mines first. And not defuse. Oh. Okay, well. Just detect. I don't know where the other one is. Try to line up my shots so that the unstoppable benefit applies here. Okay. when you are using the Justice, try to orient yourself so that your bullets take advantage of the unstoppable buff, the unstoppable characteristic of the weapon. So it's gonna, the rounds will go through the target that you are aiming at to then hit other targets behind it. It is most effective that way. And that was a good example right there. Ah! I wasn't shooting when I was pressing the trigger. Well, that was another good example of the unstoppable rounds.
Reloading. How about a nice cup of liberty?
I still feel like when I use the Justice, or like, maybe not necessarily the Breaker, but more so the Justice, that I just don't see myself taking advantage of the unstoppable rounds very much. Like, I think I want to watch this recording again to see just how many opportunities I had to use the unstoppable buff, or how much it actually applied. Because on paper it sounds really good, but just how often are you hitting enemies behind the enemy you're shooting at? I mean, right now it's working out, but for every shot I take that doesn't hit someone behind the unit I'm aiming at, like how much benefit am I actually getting from it? I find myself gravitating a lot toward the Paragon. I'm surprised they can still see me from that far away. Okay, I have to keep moving. Okay, there's an Impaler that spawned in, and I did not call in my anti-tank rockets, my EATs. So I'll just keep moving until I get to the next objective. Failing miserably at shooting the patrols. I'm gonna get this started, and then call in my anti-tank stuff.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
I'm low on ammo. I think I heard something heavy spawn in. Nice controlled shots. Doesn't matter if that little bug hits me or not. I think I regen much faster. It looks like my the oil rig regressed to an earlier step. I believe I did step 1 already, and then it regressed. Well, that was a little greedy of me to get that objective done. I thought I could actually get out of there in time. So I have a lot of enemies around me, and I feel like I did not strategize properly to take that into account, that I might struggle with all these patrols. So maybe I should have taken a different weapon, maybe like a secondary weapon that deals better with crowd control. Like a rumbler. I am alone, so in this case the rumbler would be pretty good, I feel. Problem is I keep killing, and then the patrols keep coming, and they keep alerting, and... yeah. Not good, guys. Not good. Also, you could argue this is why I need a friend. I need a turret. I need a guard dog. I need something.
For super!
Dropping equipment.
Reload! Take cover! Ow!
Ah! I'm gonna have to change my loadout. That did not work out at all. So I have to call in something to deal with numbers, just like the amount of numbers that they have.
Helport launch sequence initiated.
Also something that deals better with patrols.
I repeat, crew to stations.
So the justice really isn't working out for me, I don't feel. It just doesn't work for me. I'm gonna want a friend. So I went against my own policy there. I do want a friend, like a turret or a guard dog. I might even just get both for crowd control. I need more damage per second, so... I didn't find much use for the mines. I also never called them in, so of course they're not going to be effective. I still need something to deal with tank bugs. I don't know if the rail cannon strike would be enough. If I have the guard dog, I can't use like a recoilless rifle or a commando. I almost feel like I would have to go rail cannon strike, or I could actually do the demolisher. That would probably make sense. I think that looks good. I'll try that.
Mission.
I definitely had a problem with killing the patrols before they did any type of alerting or alarming, so the double freedom should help with that. One shot should take out all three pretty easily. And then even though it's a shotgun, it still applies that fire debuff to do damage over time and eventually kill the units, regardless if they have armor.
Dropping equipment.
It's also a one-handed weapon, the double freedom, so you should know I love one-handed weapons. I love the movement speed with it when you're aiming. I love being able to use it when I'm down or carrying something. The turn speed on it is very quick compared to other weapons, I feel, or at least I perceive.
Dropping equipment. Repeat. Dropping equipment.
Freedom! Live
Okay, I still managed to miss that one out of the two shots I had with the shotgun.
Reload! Reloading!
Take your time with the mines. You don't have to rush. Just read the arrows, go slow. I feel like it's more important to get the arrow sequence correct the first time, not necessarily just doing it as fast as possible to then just mess up. I feel like just taking your time and going as fast as you can without messing up the first time, even if that means going slow. Like, I just feel like doing everything the first time is better.
Reloading! Reloading! Reload!
Anytime I use the double freedom, I always shoot first and then I wait a moment. And in that moment, I'm waiting to see if my target is going to die. If it's not going to die, I let the fire debuff apply itself for a while, and then I renew the fire debuff with the second shot.
Reloading.
So the first shot, they're on fire. If they're not dead, I shoot again to extend the fire debuff. And then they keep taking damage over time. I never shoot twice rapidly. Unless I desperately need to kill a patrol that's about to go off. I'm going to call in my demolisher when I get here. I also might need ammo soon.
Supplies incoming.
So in that case, I shot twice relatively quick. I don't think I can finish this in time. Yeah. I'm going to try for it now. I hear a tank bug. That's an impaler. I'm not so worried about the impaler. It's just going to sit there with its, I'm going to call them tentacles in the air. And I'm just going to let it sit there. And if it just keeps sitting there, then I don't really care. It looks like it retracted its tentacles.
Helldiver deploying to combat zone.
Reloading.
Always look at your character when someone's about to join.
Grenade.
Anytime you hear that message that someone's coming in, always stare at your Helldiver.
Reloading. Reload.
I'm going to call in some ammo. I think I should be able to take both ammo boxes without losing too much benefit from each ammo box I take. I'm almost at 0, so that means 2 ammo boxes. I should be able to benefit from all of the ammo I take. 1 ammo box gives you half the maximum number of magazines you can carry. So I am now at full. Okay. So we should be going up now. Sour milk is level 17, so they're going to want samples. I'm not sure what he's doing. You can just grab the samples. Okay. He can reload when we get to our objective. That would make most sense. I can get this sample for him. Okay, or he can reload now. It was very smart for that player to bring an anti-tank weapon. So the player clearly knew that difficulty 6 with the bugs means that there will be tank units. So they were very smart in bringing that. Okay. I'm going to call in the shuttle first, and then I'll do my turret. I'm going to throw the turret away from us, so that we don't get hurt by it. At least not fatally. Oh, that's actually bad. I think my turret will die. Yep. So that was unfortunate. I have 1 more demolisher left, so I'll call in more.
Equipment on its way.
And we both did not get that patrol down there. want to use this last demolisher before I pick up my other demolisher.
30 seconds.
Reloading! How about tonight, couple liberty?
Not see that patrol up there. Should have been checking my radar. Okay. Now when I shoot them with the double freedom, you can still see that there are some blue sparks, but the fire debuff applies, so they still take sufficient damage.
Hellport launch sequence initiated. Crew
This
to
is the
station.
second and last
I
mission.
repeat, crew to stations.
I guess we'll start with the defense top left, and then when we get to the train, or the escort at the bottom, it'll just naturally drop us off toward the extraction upon completion. So if we are defending, I should bring some defense stuff. Because I have a friend now, I don't need this guard dog anymore, so maybe instead I'll just bring more mines. And then maybe even, actually if he's going to take his recoilless rifle, I'll bring mine. And then because he has his own Tesla tower, instead of me bringing the turret, I will bring
Commencing
mines
mission.
again. Where am I going? Okay. Now he has the recoilless rifle, but he's using a trident, so he's going to need ammo. So I feel like his primary weapon kind of opposes the fact that he has a secondary weapon that needs ammo. But then if he also, or she, if the player also brought ammo, then it would kind of be also weird because their primary is a laser gun. And that loadout's kind of strange. But you do need anti-tank in the higher difficulties in the bugs. Anything above difficulty 4 with 4 players, I don't know. It's kind of strange. I guess you're better off just bringing the anti-tank stuff.
Supplies incoming.
He's gonna call in his stuff, so I'll call in my stuff. You saw there was a sample down there. Just grab it.
Stand by.
Oh, shit.
Equipment on its way.
We are going to defend. Okay.
Deploying defensive assets.
Get some mines out there,
Defense drop
and then call in
incoming.
the objective.
Reloading! Freedom! Step stop!
Oh, that was unfortunate. He's got to reload me. I don't know why he's not reloading me. It's got to be a little bit quicker.
Say hello to democracy!
And I was trying to reload him, but he's not wielding his recoilless rifle either.
How do you like the taste of freedom?
I gotta get more mines down.
Defense drop incoming. Defensive stratagem incoming.
Affirmative.
Oh, don't know why he's not taking his out. Okay.
Reloading! Negative!
I don't know. Okay. I don't think the player understands the assisted reload function. Because I also reloaded him at the same time he reloaded himself, so I think we both used rockets at that point. Now we should be able to do the bug nests very quickly. One player does the shooting with the recoilless rifle, the other player just does the reloading. I'm looking at my radar while there's a patrol there. That was unfortunate. He's got to reload me. Nice straight shots. No blue sparks. Seems like we are still struggling with killing patrols. I don't know why. I feel like I've been struggling for the past couple of days killing patrols. I feel like they keep going off. Kill the patrols. Kill them. Oh god. That was unfortunate. I couldn't kill the patrol in time because I got shot. Potential patrol behind us. Really not good.
Freedom delivery!
Let's get this started. Don't let the train go off screen or else it will blow up and you lose.
Freedom never sleeps! Get stopped!
Okay. It's behind.
Never sleeps!
He's not reloading me. He's got to reload me. He's still not reloading me. Oh, there he goes. Or she. I keep saying that. I keep saying he. I always assume it's a guy playing this game. I feel like I should not be doing that. Women can play this game too. Remember that, guys.
Confirmed.
Okay.
Shuttle inbound. ETA T minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Get my mines
Deploying
down.
defensive assets. Defense drop incoming.
Okay.
Dropping equipment. Repeat.
Oh.
Dropping deploying defensive
That was
assets.
unfortunate. The mine killed his Tesla tower. Or her Tesla tower. The player's Tesla tower.
For super hour!
The assisted reloads are very slow. He's got to reload me. She's got to reload me. They got to reload me. Yep.
Freedom!
30 seconds.
Say hello to democracy!
Defensive stratagem incoming. Deploying defensive assets.
For liberty!
I'm surprised they spawned all the way over here when the alarm was over there. That doesn't make sense to me.
Minus 10 seconds. T minus 5 seconds. Shuttle arriving.
So the assisted reloads from that player is pretty slow. As soon as one person shoots, the other person should be like reloading. I would say within like a second or two. Now as the person wielding the recoilless rifle, you have to make sure that you are wielding it to get reloaded. You can't just put that thing on your back and then take out your primary and then expect to be reloaded. But it should be really quick. Like you should be able to reload in a second, shoot again, reload in a second, shoot again. It should be pretty quick. That's what makes it so like powerful. Is when it's used in a team fashion. In like a partnership fashion. Same thing with the commando. Although remember now with the commando you can get pretty wasteful with the rockets because you would want to wait, assuming that the commando is maxed out entirely, you want to wait until they shoot 8 times. And then after the 8th shot then you reload them again to really get a lot of value out of the rocket.
Helport launch sequence initiated. Crew to stations. I repeat, crew to stations.
Okay, so I'm alone here. Assassination target, so I feel inclined to always land directly on them and just get it over with. I feel like taking the Punisher when I'm alone is going to be a little risky. I'm going to want a drone, like a guard dog. Actually, you could probably argue maybe an Angel would be good too. Or... no, maybe an Angel. Because I was thinking of also the directional kinetic shields, but if I'm probably going to go turret because I'm alone. I'm going to want some help defending things or help with my extraction. So if I'm alone, I'm going to want a turret or a guard dog. But with the Angel, I can get healed if I ever take damage or to get back up again. But also I could use the Angel to repair the turret. So I feel like I'm getting a lot of value out of the Angel. Sounds good. So now what do I do for the assassination target? I feel like I'm forced to take the rail cannon strike. Or I take the demolisher again. Because I need a secondary or a stratagem to kill it. And I would like the stratagem or the secondary to also be useful after the assassination target. So I feel like the demolisher would be very useful. The rail cannon strike could be useful, but the demolisher I could use more often. It's 180-second cooldown. For what, 5 charges? I think it's 5 charges. Assuming it's upgraded. 5 or 6. So if the rail cannon strike is 60 seconds, and your cooldown for the demolisher is 180 seconds, but you get, okay, let's say you get, I don't really remember, I think you get like 5 uses. You actually have more anti-tank capabilities with the demolisher than you would the rail cannon strike. The rail cannon strike you would use once every 60 seconds. And if you just do the math, I think the demolisher would be better here. The only thing I have to worry about are dogs. If I'm wielding a secondary that doesn't deal with fast moving units very good, then I could see myself getting in trouble because it would take time to then take out my primary weapon, which is the Punisher, which doesn't shoot very fast shot for shot. So Okay.
Commencing
Let's
mission.
try it. So because I'm landing on top of the assassination target, it's going to take a few seconds for it to also spawn after I fall onto the planet. So I won't be ready right away to kill it. So I could either call in the Demolisher
Equipment on its way.
and then hope that he actually goes on the beacon. And he did. Now this is at the expense of the patrols alarming everything. So I probably would benefit more from just moving on here. Always prioritize the dogs, because I feel like they're the most dangerous unit in this. I'm already low on ammo. This gun goes through a lot of ammunition, but it feels great to kill a unit with it, with every shot. It's a very strong weapon, and it's balanced by the amount of ammunition you can carry for it and how much it goes through.
Equipment on its way.
So I might actually
Supplies
need to put the
incoming.
turret down for this, if I get overwhelmed. I do have a few turrets. Right? Yeah, it's 3.
Reloading.
Okay. So I am at full ammo. I feel I was a little inefficient taking the ammo because I think I only had like 14 or 13 shots left. So I did lose some ammo from those ammo boxes, but
More super!
I always run toward the middle of where the searchable area is.
Reloading.
And then I sort of spiral outward.
Three down. Reload. Reload.
That was close.
Reloading. Reload.
You can also sort of tell where the objective is just by looking at where the patrols are. Patrols are supposed to be concentrated around objectives. So sometimes you can also just see where a collection of patrols are and then run in that direction.
Reload.
So I have a feeling it's going to be toward the bottom. Oh. Nope, that's more toward the center. I'm surprised I missed it. Didn't I walk this way? What? Wasn't I here? Or was I too low? Maybe I was just barely too low.
Reloading. Reload.
I want to see if I can get through this third... Oh, I might be a little bit too greedy, so I'm going to hold off. I'm going to have to call in a turret, I feel. These dogs are going to kill me. It's also unfortunate that my healing drone is down. So I'm going to call in a turret here. The dogs are the most dangerous unit.
Defensive equipment inbound.
Reloading.
I think the objective regressed to the previous step it was on. Okay. Step 3 is always, I think, the most difficult. So I actually have to go to the right. I'll just let the angel heal this up a little bit. Or all the way.
Helldiver deploying to combat zone.
Gotta keep moving. Someone's joining. Always move. Always watch your character when someone's joining the game. Okay.
Freedom never sleeps! Reloading!
Completely whipped there. I'm getting low on ammo again, so I will have to call in some.
Reloading!
Yeah, it's 5.
Dropping equipment. Squad incoming.
Reloading!
If you noticed, that player waited until we were at an objective before calling in their equipment, which is very time efficient. You do not want to call in your
Equipment on its way.
equipment if the squad is in transit.
Reloading! Reloading! Reload!
We have to go top left here.
Yeah! Reloading!
I feel like I'm not very accurate with the Punisher today. I do hear people walking up top here. Patrol up top toward the extraction.
Extraction confirmed.
I can't call in a turret yet.
ETA T minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Reloading! Reload! Reload! Reloading! Reload! Reloading!
ETA T minus 1 minute. Equipment on its way.
Reloading! Reloading! Reload! Reloading! 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 How about a nice cup of liberty? Reload!
Hold out. T minus 30 seconds.
So I am getting low on ammo.
Reloading!
Extraction is soon.
Reload! Running out!
I'm now out of ammo except for what I have in my gun already. I cannot call in more ammo.
Seconds. ETA T minus 5 seconds.
Okay.
Affirmative!
So I guess in this case, I still think my loadout was fine. I was low on ammo a couple times, but being as efficient as I could with the 2 boxes of ammo that comes in for every ammo stratagem you call, I think I did fine. I ran out of ammo towards the end, but it didn't really matter. Extraction was pretty much coming. The shuttle was coming, so. So the 1 ammo stratagem was enough, but if I were to be shooting just even a little bit more often, I think I would have ran into some trouble. So I think I maximized what I could out of that. And then I was missing my shots. Patrols were still going off, so my mechanics are still not there yet.
Sequence initiated. Crew to stations. I repeat, crew to stations.
There are some days where I feel like I'm on point, just always killing patrols. I have to look at maybe some of my earlier videos from yesterday, but I feel like my shots are on point, and then this morning my shots are not on point. It doesn't quite feel like what it should be. The Patriot. The Patriot has a very high rate of fire, but I don't really see many people with the Patriot actually shooting like in a burst mode. Like, they don't shoot like with a sense of mindfulness for the amount of ammo that they have. They don't try to make each round as effective as possible. I don't know. I do like the Paragon, though. The Paragon's slowing effect, you can imagine, is very good in a sense that you could really set the movement speed of the heavier units like the Hulk down to nothing. Like, they just make them barely move, and then you can just move on to the next objective. You don't necessarily have to kill them. It takes a lot of time and resources to kill a Hulk. It can. Well, it definitely takes resources, but it can take a lot of time, depending on the power of the weapon that you're using to kill them. But you can just slow them. Just shoot them once. If you're using a controller and you have that pressure-sensitive trigger, the Paragon's the only weapon in the game that I know of that responds to the pressure sensitivity of the trigger. So if you just gently press on the trigger, not all the way, but maybe just the first couple millimeters, it'll shoot one round, and then a full trigger pull is the burst fire. I think the Paragon's a fabulous weapon, especially maybe not so much against the Illuminates. The AP ammo doesn't really apply, and the shields, of course, stop the slowing effect. So you have to get through the shields, or it's awkward. So I would not use this weapon, the Paragon, against the Illuminates. It's great against bugs, and it's great against the cyborgs. So let's go. I'll try Patriot out. I think for the Patriot, because of the ammo consumption and the way that the game went last time with the Punisher, the Patriot goes through ammo. So I think you know what? I'll just leave it then with the one ammo strat. I'll keep the Angel. I'm gonna need a friend, so like a turret, something to help me with damage. So a guard dog or a turret. I feel like that's got to be like standard if you're alone. And then I'll just keep the Demolisher in case I have multiple Hulks to deal with when I'm trying to do an objective.
Commencing mission.
So let's go with that. Actually, a Dum-Dum could also be good. I like to sometimes call in a Dum-Dum against the cyborgs. The only downside with the Dum-Dum is it's balanced in a sense that your turn radius, the turn speed when you have it out, when you are wielding the Dum-Dum is slower. So it takes you time to actually turn when you are aiming.
Dropping equipment.
I'm actually going to go down to the truth transmitter with the black box.
Reloading. Say hello to democracy. Let him have it.
always kill the cyborg units that do the alarming. That would be the larger units with a cannon for an arm. It's getting a little dicey here. Yeah, they're going to call in now. I'm going to reload before I pick this up. I can't carry 2 black boxes, so I'm going to keep going toward the drop-off point, the drop-off structure.
Reloading.
I hear dogs behind me. There's also an ammo box here, so I will grab that. I think I have less than half of the maximum number of magazines I can carry. So I'm at 3, so if I pick this up I'm at 9, so my maximum is 12. I forgot. I've yet to even memorize the maximum number of magazines you can carry for each weapon.
Reload. Get some.
Oh, I can't even get in there. I don't even fit. I hear dogs above me and a patrol under me here. I do have plenty of ammo in my magazine. I now have to go left. I will call in the sniffer when I get to the minefield. That will bring attention from the patrols. I could put a turret up here. Uh-oh. Do have to reload. Now, it doesn't take very long for the sniffer to go away after you call it in if you don't pick it up. Just go slow when you are doing the mines. And I would also recommend going slow, or as fast as you can, I should say, without error, when you are calling in anything else or doing objectives with the arrows. Because I really do feel doing it right the first time is faster than doing it as fast as you can to mess up and then do it again. It's that trying it the first time and doing it right the first time that I think has a lot of value. With time, especially, of course. I didn't kill that unit in time, so I will pay for that dearly. See if I can call in the shuttle while keeping the shuttle beacon between me and the patrolling unit to give me time. They don't see me yet. I'm going to reload and then see if I can kill them. There we go. Use those objects. Keep an object between you and the patrol to buy you some time to kill them.
Defensive equipment inbound.
To reload. He slapped it.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
The Angel can really have a lot of value if you have it also repairing structures and vehicles that you call in, like turrets that you call in.
ETA T-minus 15
has a lot of value.
ETA T minus 10 seconds.
Reload.
T minus 5 seconds.
The Angel also has a lot of value when you're doing a lot of escorting.
Shuttle arriving.
You can position yourself amongst the escort, the survivors, and then the Angel will just automatically heal anyone that happens to get injured by the enemy or by your own friends. The Angel can be very good for escorting. So just to, you know, when you're looking at the map, sometimes when someone's hosting or someone's just going through the motions, they don't really spend a lot of time on the map. So something you could do is that before they even get in the pods to start the round, you can see what mission was selected by the host. And just look at the objectives. Take some 10 seconds or 15 seconds. You might have a player that might type in like hurry up or get in or like let's move. They might call out like a let's move audio. But I would still take the time to look at what the objectives are to see what equipment would be best for you. If you're defending something, take some defense stratagems. If you're escorting, the Angel's great. You could argue even the guard dog's great. It does, or it can still shoot either you or other friendly units that might be really close to the enemy that the guard dog is shooting at. So the guard dog can actually inflict some damage to you as well as your teammates or even the escort. But you always want to cater your stratagems toward how many people are with you, your environment, what the objectives are, of course what your preference is with your playing style. So there's like a series of factors that you really want to consider. And you only have 4 stratagems, so I use them wisely, you know. And with that little tidbit of information, I think I'm going to take a break. And then I want to maybe edit this video or change some information about it, and then I'll upload it. And then I'll do another recording later.